played by my colleague Jed Alan Rojas, which is the Operations Division Head, and of course John Camionero, who is the Commercial Division Head, wherein John will explain the affected areas and Jed will explain the operational hours. Sige.
This is under day 1. So the schedule 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. So served areas are Aro South, covering Argüelles, Benedicto, Calvihan, Cordero, Desamparados, L98, Claudio Lopez, Fajardo, Avellana, Libertad, Santa Isabel, Lopez Haina, Luna, Maria Castilla, and also all barangays under La Paz and Labus. So, ang water schedule for no water will be the balance area, that's the Mandurrial South, Navais, Tabucan Airport, and all barangays in Molo and Arevalo and the whole of Iloilo City proper. For day 2, it's the reverse. No? We'll have the water schedule. Although no water, service areas will be Haro South, like I mentioned earlier. So it's just a switch, opposite. No? So areas with the water, we'll have it from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. So that's Mandurrial South and all the barangays in Molo, Arevalo, and Iloilo City proper. Next slide, please.
So as John mentioned, makikita nyo may no water na switching lang siya. Meron na tayo ba na pwede makita ng switching? Yung map na makikita yung skin ni... So, siguro split na lang natin yan, no? Yung tinuturo ni Jed. So, magkakaroon lang ng switch na no water ng Jed.
Yes, so turo ko lang po, yung...
Hello. Morning.
So turo ko lang po yung areas na magkakaroon ng rotation sa supply. So for day 1, ang may supply ko from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. will be areas of Mandurrial, Arevalo, Molo, and City proper, as mentioned by John. Ang day 1 po, sila may supply na 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Meaning, may areas lang po ng Haro, South, Labas, and Lapus, wala supply at that day. Then from dito po, the reverse will happen. Si Haro South, Labas, and Lapus naman ng water supply from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then, ito naman po portion areas ng security sa west. Mandurrial, Arevalo, Molo, City proper. Yun po lang yung water supply.
And so, we're hoping na syempre mag-improve yung weather conditions, no, para makainsi itong water scheduling and hopefully mag-improve in the next few weeks. So, we're all hoping and praying na umulan na kahit paano and para naman gumanda yung situation dito sa ating area. So, we're open for questions.
Anyone could raise a question COO and our division heads to address. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Hindi, is the one of your voice.
Mon Kapalian from RMN Iloilo, sir. If ever, hindi po tayo biyayaan ng land, ano po yung measures natin para tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung supply ng tubig sa mga consumers natin?
Aside from the scheduling, we'll also augment via tankers on those hard-to-reach areas. We'll be deploying tankers to inject in our lines. So we will ensure that all our consumers will be equally provided for. So we're going to equitably distribute the water, whatever available water we have. So, like I said, we are ready. We have right now 22 tankers to augment the area.
22 pounds.
Yes. 27, sorry, it's 27. Total. Both for commercial and operations.
Also, we have static tanks, no, and we're ready to deploy another 2 static tanks. We're just going to identify the most strategic location for the static tanks. And yun, yung mangyayari, typically yung static tanks, pupunuin lang namin yun ng tankers namin. Pero kung ang question is paano mag-prolong pa to in the next few weeks, no? Basta yung supply namin ngayon is nasa 60 MLD from our bulk water suppliers. Pag umabot siya ng 55, and we're hoping na hindi na mangyayari. Pababa lang ng pababa yung hours of availability sa aming areas. So right now, yan yung scheme. Pero kung makikita nyo, mayroong 6 hours. No? So pagka nag-worsen pa yung situation, bababa lang siya from 6 hours to 5 hours to 4 hours and so on and so forth. But may tubig pa rin sa mga araw ngayon na identify namin. Bababa lang ng bababa yung oras ng availability. And yun nga, sana mag-improve na yung situation since pa-May na. And ang forecast ng El Nino, diba, sana mag-end na ng 3rd week, mag-start na yung pagulan. So, sana hindi na bumaba sa 55 milliliters per day yung bulk water problem namin.
Okay, sir, saan yung pinaka-source natin?
Flow water yung isang pinakamalaki namin, then susunod yung aming sister company si Metro Iloilo. Kung makikita niyo yung supply ni Metro Iloilo bulk water, ayan yung mga sources nila. Kung makikita niyo yung crest nung nung facilities nila, yung ito, yung Santa Barbara Water Treatment Plant, 3 basin yan, yung dalawa, natutuyuan na. And sa maasin year, nakikita niyo yung crest height niya, mas mababa na talaga. Normally, dapat within the crest height and then spill yan. No? Makikita niyo tuyuan rin. So, medyo malala talaga yung situation na ngayon ngayon. And of course, yung Igong River, source ni Mactan Rock yan. Natutuyuan na rin si Mactan Rock na susupply kay Metro Iloilo ng mga 5 million liters per day, pero as of the last few days, almost zero. Actually, hindi siya nasupply sa amin nung Wednesday and nagkaroon ng interruption ngayon. Nasa 0.3 million liters per day versus the 5. No? Sobrang baba talaga ng nakukuha namin supply sa aming mga bulk water providers. This is because of the unusual El Nino phenomenon na nagtatawag natin lahat.
Sir, good morning.
Ang normal operating level namin ng bulk water supply is 70 up. 70 million liters per day. We keep that as our critical level already. So, malayo sa normal operating parameters namin of 70 million liters per day and above. Dapat nasa 75 man lang tayo, no, para makapag-supply tayo ng normal operating capacity sa aming mga customers. So definitely, malayo kami sa normal level.
So this water scheduling, nakikita nyo paraan, sir, to resolve this?
Yes, kasi yung capacity ngayon, so dapat kumbaga nagsisave kami ng tubig. No? Parang ito lang yung imbakan namin, reserve namin. So, scheduling would resolve and prolong yung more serious problem that we may encounter. Pagka kasi hindi namin ginawa to, baka 1 week supply lang, lahat tayo walang tubig.
What will happen, sir, kasi I know na under state of calamity yung Pilipinas City, and kayo rin, sir, ang magsusupply sa city. So
Yes.
paano po, sir, yung proseso or saan po kayo kukuha ng source ninyo considering na ito yung situation natin ngayon?
So as mentioned ni John, no, ang solusyon na nakikita namin for now is yung tankering talaga. So, kukuha kami dyan sa mga upper portions ng Tabar para meron kami mga extraction points or refilling points no, na tinatawag. So, tapos talaga water tankering to several households. No? Sabi nga ni John, yung far-flung areas namin, hard to reach areas. Yan yung mga priority areas namin for the tankering. And of course, we have about, I think, 7 static tanks and another 2 will be deployed in the next few days.
Static tanks, sir, no, will be placed, sir, sa mga barangays, right?
Actually, we already deployed since we started almost 80 static tanks all throughout the barangays together with MIWD and MIB, I think it's 78, exactly, 78 static tanks all throughout the barangays. And we will add, if needed, some more.
Sir, how about sir yung mga fire hydrant natin, stable yung mga bucket natin?
Yung fire hydrants is operable naman siya, no? Ongoing pa rin yung rehabilitation program namin for some. And of course, CB in coordination with PFP and the Federation of Fire Volunteers. Pagka meron namang cases of fire, of course, meron pa rin naman silang ma-extract. And meron kami group or chat group wherein pagka kailangan na ng responde, support naman kami. So normally pagka may bumbero or fire truck, naka-series yung tanker namin sa kanila para merong readily supply dun sa bumbero in cases of fire.
Kamusta po sir yung mga concern ng mga barangay officials po concerning yung water?
Our VA has umiikot sa mga barangays to address specific concerns kasi iba-iba yan.
Okay.
May mga water, sometimes back up yung lines. So, actively umiikot ang mga necessary heads yung mga barangay officials natin.
Siguro lang, if I may, ang common kasi is talagang water supply shortage. Okay. Yan yung common na comments ng barangay, ng customers namin. That's why we are appealing to everyone for their understanding because crisis po din kahit yung operations namin. No? Sabi nga namin, nasa 75 or 75 up MLD yung normal operating parameters namin. But right now, we're only receiving 60 million liters per day. So talagang on our end sa distribution, nasa crisis mode kami. So we ask for their understanding. Ang magagawa lang talaga namin for the meantime is water scheduling para makasave tayo in the next few weeks. And hopefully on the third week of May, or even earlier, sana man lang, yun nga, mag-iba yung panahon din, umulan-ulan ng konti para gumanda yung situation dun sa mga rivers na nagsusupply sa amin ng backwater.
Sir, yung mga areas na hindi naabot ng service connections natin sa city, may bigyan na natin ng assistance or coordination
A week ago, we met with LGU, yung CDR, MMO, BFP, and Fire Volunteers. So, they've identified yung mga areas na critical areas, usually yung mga endpoints ng city, yung mga barangay na hard to reach. So, may naka-prepare na plan na the city will buy water para i-distribute dun sa mga areas, especially those that have no connection with the MPIW. Kasi ang halos lahat ng mga shallow wells nag-dry up na. So, yun yung main source nila. So, we will also help by through the delivery of water tankers. Supply.
Ilan po yung ibibigay natin na parang bibigay sa city?
We have committed 209 cubic liters per day.
Sir, despite of water scheduling,
Since start of April, yung na-observe kasi natin ang water level sa water sources natin is relatively stable, pero well below the critical level. No? So, well, for the rest of this El Niño season, we're expecting na mag-stabilize na siya at this level so that we don't experience any further reduction of principal water supply natin. Pero, yun nga, as to your question sa other water sources, since yung raw water sources na natin affected, we have no other immediate alternative sources, no? But I think CEO will mention something about future water sources.
Pero for the next few weeks, ang masasagot lang namin ito na yung operating parameters namin. Normal operations, but yun nga, in the next few years naman, we have medium to long-term plans We're looking at desalination. Of course, treating salt water is very expensive, but it would aid in the shortage of water supply. Ito yung nakikita namin solusyon. And of course, long term, hopefully, of course, with coordination with the LGU, and our other government agencies such as NIA or delegation, sana magkaroon kami din or ma-expedite yung development ng Halaur Dam, no? And magkaroon kami ng immediate allocation for domestic use. So, kung ang timing lang yung pag-uusapan, in the next few months, we are hoping to reduce our water losses also because that plays a big factor. No? Right now, ang water losses namin is nasa level ng 45%. So, that also plays a big factor. Yan yung priority namin sa operations is to reduce NRW. No? And of course, it would entail a lot of capital expenses for us to be able to bring it down to acceptable levels. So yan yung short term. Reduce non-revenue water, plug leaks, repair the existing leaks, resolve commercial losses and bring it down to acceptable levels. But it would entail a lot of capital expenditures. Now, medium term, yung nabanggit ko nga, desalination, but of course that would be very expensive per cubic meter because of course technological intervention yung kailangan dyan. And lalabas mahal yung per cubic meter. So, ang pinakamagandang solusyon is na nakikita namin for the long-term plan is yung Halaur development pa rin. And we're coordinating with several government agencies for the allocation to domestic users. So, to us, since we're appealing to our customers for their understanding, since this is a phenomenon that we are all feeling, no, ang phenomenon, medyo kakaiba ngayon and mas malaki yung impact this year compared to the previous El Nino phenomenon. So, we're appealing to our customers to save on water and of course, if you see any pilferage or unauthorized extraction sa aming mga fire hydrants. Of course, ang authorized and coordinated lang sa amin is yung KP, BFP, and the Federation of Fire Volunteers. No? But if you see unnecessary extractions or leaks, please report it to us so we could either repair the leaks and call the attention of yung organizations or individuals who are extracting sa mga fire hydrants namin. No? Kasi ang bottom line ng dito, kailangan namin talaga ng tubig for domestic use and so we could distribute it evenly to our customers. We're coordinating with our sister company, no, si Metro Iloilo ba? Actually, ako din yung head doon. And we regularly conduct site visits and monitor daily yung ating supply. So, ano yan, daily monitoring yan together with our other water providers sa Mactanra. Constant naman yan kasi talagang binabantayan namin yan hourly, no? Kasi nga, kailangan alert kami. Kung merong further reduction sa aming water providers, mag-a-address kami sa distribution sa Metro Iloilo Water.
Sir, last na lang.
Super duper last.
Cluster.
Final last.
The situation improves, meaning pagka yung water provider namin, lumanda yung yield, definitely mag-a-adjust kami dito. Kasi kung 60 ml lang inakuha namin, ngayon pag nag-61, automatic, distribute namin yung additional 1 ml, no? Pero very minimal impact lang yung 1 ml, dapat maging 70 siya man lang. For us, para madama natin or mag-increase yung operational hours namin or mag-reduce yung water scheduling, mag-increase yung hours. So, dapat mag-70 man lang siya. And it would all depend on weather conditions. So, talagang makadepende kami sa ulan. And sana in the next few weeks, umulan na kahit sa kaal. Doon talaga yung prayer namin.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This is a phenomenon that we are all feeling. Alam niyo lahat na napakainit and the weather is affecting all of our surface water sources and rivers are drying up. This is a temporary problem we are hoping to fix. As mentioned, we have short-term solutions wherein we are planning to reduce water losses because it also affects our water distribution. Right now, our level of non-revenue water is at 45% and we're hoping to reduce it further. But of course, it would entail a lot of capital expenditures and budget. And in the next few years, I mentioned the plan to put up a desalination plant by our sister company, Metro Pacific Water. This would also greatly improve the water situation in the metropolis or the urbanized area of Iloilo City. Now, the long-term solution is our and we're appealing to government agencies to allocate ample water supply for domestic use. Yun. So that's nakalilaw naman yung plans and we're looking for everyone's understanding and that this is a temporary problem and we have plans to fix it.